just saying it's easier to get to give that seat up since they'd overbooked, and if nobody wanted to give their seat up, they go, hey, let's kick the cello layer out.
Right, and I think that's what they're alleging is we needed people to give up their seats, which whoever came up with that business plan, we've talked about it ad nauseum, but that is just somebody says, well, what are we going to do if everybody who buys shows up once on the plane? Well, then we'll start asking people to give up their seats. Because I know when I'm traveling, the last thing I really need is to be on the plane.
Right.
And so
if I'm on a plane, I have to be somewhere. If not, I would have drove.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be here. I rarely go to the airport and say, I think I'll just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
And maybe get on a plane, maybe not.
Plus, then you make people mad. They're going to wear you out in social media or the media. Then they're already on a hairline margin. So then you got to find her a seat on another plane. Right. And the whole thing just continues to go over.
Well, I found out that pull the curtain back a little bit, Greg, and there's other businesses that do this. Our sister had a problem trying to move because she called one of the truck rental places and booked a full size truck. You know why she booked a full size truck? Does anybody want to take a shot at it? Why she booked a full size?
How's that?
She needed the room.
Yeah, she had enough stuff.
She had enough stuff that anything less than a full size wouldn't carry it. So when she gets ready to move, she gets to the rental place, and what she find out? They don't have a full size truck. So then they start telling her, well, we think this one will do it, which it didn't. And then she had to do 2 trips, and then they had to give her one of the trips for free. Well, I found out that the rental truck places do the exact same format. They overbook their trucks because they would rather have to do that than to ever have a truck that's not rented. So they overbook, knowing that if everybody shows up and asks for the truck they've rented, a lot of times people don't, but if they all do, then they're not going to have enough trucks.
And you got somebody mad?
So really what happened is my sister booked a truck and they gave it to her, but they also told other people they could have the truck of that size. Couldn't get it. I talked to a guy that used to be in the business. He said, hated that format so bad because people are screaming, hollering at you. And what recourse do you have for somebody who's said, I rented a truck that you're not giving me? I mean, what recourse do you have? I mean, how can you ever say, well, no, I think I'm in the right on this? He said, so you never could. He said, I would call other dealers when I didn't realize I got people coming today and I don't have trucks. And I would just try to get them from them and get them on the lot. He said, because I hated facing that. And he said, I'll tell you what exactly happened to you, sister. They overbooked trucks. And when everybody got theirs that day and she didn't get one. Well, that's a terrible business plan. But what they're saying is, though, but I still don't understand on airlines because, and maybe rental trucks are different. If I book something and I pay for it and then I don't use it, don't you still have my money? Now, the rental truck, I guess, would be different because you don't pay for it, I guess, till you're done.
Right.
But on airline tickets, last time I checked, you don't pay for them if you're getting on the plane. I mean, you've already paid for them. Mm-hmm. So if you don't show up, so what? And I guess you start trying to say, I want my money back or whatever, but maybe you bought one a non-refundable because they have the refundable and the non-refundable.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just one time like to see how Chick-fil-A would run an airline?
Oh.
Just see what it'd look like. Yeah. Just experience it one time to go, I knew we could do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. What if all of a sudden you had the Green family and you had the Caffey family?
Yeah.
And you said, we'd like for y'all to run fill in the blank.
And it was called Green Caffey Airlines?
Yeah. You think that airline be efficient?
No, buddy. And have some good food on it.
Think you'd be treated well? Mm-hmm. That's the thing that gets me about flying commercial is we went from it used to be this experience like you would never forget how pampered and wonderful and special it was. Now we've gone completely to the other end that there's almost a mindset now that everybody it's almost like you're treated like it's free.
Right.
I mean, I sometimes I want to remind everybody, these plane tickets aren't free. They're expensive. We paid for this to be treated so horribly.
As a matter of fact, you asked us to buy them.
Right. And now
you got a web page and everything.
Now
credit card number.
Now everybody seems to be hassled by the fact that we're here.
I know.
I mean, it's
wish we'd go home.
Right. It's like, is this some sort of survival test to see how much we'll take before we scream, I'm not flying? I mean, 15 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, and on the rental truck thing, usually people rent the trucks they need.
Yeah.
For the job.
Very few people will rent a truck to joyride.
Right. Or just say, I'm renting this one, but no particular reason why I picked this one. We'll be back. Final calls, 866-WE-BE-BIG.
Rick and Bubba.
What happened? You used to go hours without visiting the bathroom. Now it seems like you're constantly getting up to pee, and you're even getting up at night to go. This is not okay. Listen, the makers of Super Beta Prostate, the #1 prostate formula, are introducing a new wonder pill, Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced, with 3 key ingredients that are great for your prostate. It's like taking 3 prostate supplements in one. To celebrate, we're sending free bottles to men who want to cut down on bathroom trips. Yes, your first 30-day supply is free. Pay shipping and handling. Just dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keyword nighttime. Early research suggests that an ingredient in P3 Advanced may help support a normal prostate size. Combine that with a reduction in urges to pee, and you have a formula you'd be crazy not to try. Try P3 Advanced free. Dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keyword nighttime. Again, dial pound 250 and say the keyword nighttime.
This morning's a little slow because you binge watched your favorite show. You watched all night instead of going to bed. Now you're at work and feeling dead. Spoiler alert, today is going to hurt. You look like a zombie when your morning is hell. Just go to Taco Bell.
And for just $1, let us make you breakfast, like Taco Bell's grilled breakfast burrito. Eggs, bacon, and cheese wrapped in a warm tortilla. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary, tax extra.
Another breakout? Today? Really? Oh, it's not that bad, they say. I can barely see it. But yeah, right. Get real. It's time for this to end. Thanks to my new Biore Charcoal Acne Scrub with natural charcoal, I can fight even the most annoying breakouts. How? It scrubs out acne causing dirt and oil for clearer skin in 2 days. So peace out, pesky pimples. With Biore, I've finally found the skin of my dreams.
Biore, free your pores.
Hi, Tom Bodette here. Apparently it's super cool to do this voice when you're trying to be real serious. It's called vocal fry. Yeah. So I just want to stress how at Motel 6 you can get a great room for a great low price. How do they keep this up? I feel like I have mono. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the lozenge on for you. Light, I meant light.
What a day for tennis. You ready to play? Is everything all right?
This sinus pressure.
Allegra D knows that allergy congestion can get in the way of enjoying the moment.
Go ahead and practice without me.
Allegra D helps you break through congestion fast. Allegra D combines a non-drowsy antihistamine plus a powerful decongestant for 24 hours of congestion-free breathing.
Whoa, nice volley.
How about another set?
Only if you go easy on me.
Get Allegra D and get back to the moment. Starts working in 1 hour. Available at the pharmacy counter.
There are a lot of warnings you don't want to miss. Maybe a sign that says bridge out ahead, or the lifeguard announcing there's a shark in the water. But in the digital world, there may be no warning when it comes to cyber threats. That's why LifeLock has added new identity theft protection by adding Norton Security. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to help detect threats to your identity, and Norton Security protects your devices from ransomware, emerging viruses, and other online threats. And if you have a problem, their agents will work to fix it. Of course, no one can stop every cyber threat or prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but having new LifeLock with Norton means they'll warn you about threats you could otherwise miss on your own. Join now and get an additional 10% off your first year. Go to LifeLock.com, enter the promo code BUBBA for 10% off, or call 1-800-LifeLock. That's 800-LifeLock. The promo code is BUBBA for 10% off your first year. There's also a link at rickandbubba.com right there under the sponsors. You've heard us talk about our friends at TheraBreath for years. Their products work, and you can trust TheraBreath for fresh breath. But if you get dry mouth, check out their dry mouth products too. Anyone can get it. Dry mouth comes from medicine, snoring, coffee, too much talking. The list goes on. Dry mouth can take a toll on your teeth and health. Fight dry symptoms quickly and easily with TheraBreath dry mouth lozenges and new oral rinse. Visit TheraBreath.com to order or to find a retailer near you. For more information, go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. Folks, I want you to listen up. We have found something that'll take you back to a simpler time when products were made with pride and actually lasted for years. Redland cotton sheets are made in the U.S., and it all starts on a family farm in Alabama where the cotton for these quality sheets is grown. Redland cotton sheets are soft, breathable, and stitched with the highest craftsmanship. We love them, and so will you. They are the greatest sheets and a must-have. For exceptional bed sheets, visit redlandcotton.com or find a link at rickandbubba.com. You'll find them there under the sponsors.
Rick and Bubba's in Ohio!
Rick and Bubba. Pass the gravy, please. Rick and Bubba.
Ooh, it brings me to
10 minutes now to the top of the hour. Rick and Bubba Show, we're back. Hey, golden ticket seats.
I got a ticket. You got a what? I got a ticket.
And the golden ticket seats today, let's say hello to Tanner Russell. Tanner, what's going on, brother? Tori Myers is here today. Davin Tyler. Hey, Davin. Casey and Dennis Holt. Ethan and Mark Kellerman. All in the golden ticket seats today. They take home a pound of BuzzBox coffee. Coffee of the month. A special Ethiopian medium roast. I'm sorry, a Papua New Guinea medium roast. Look for that. Also, they get a Rick and Bubba double CD. If you don't have a Rick and Bubba double CD, but you'd like one, there's some hard copies available at rickandbubba.com. But if your title that you really, really want no longer has hard copies available, every single CD that we've ever put out can all be found on iTunes. Just search Rick and Bubba. Also, Bubba, it is a Dudney Monday. As a matter of fact, I saw Dudney the other day, and how about this? In February, he says he may take the gold crown off.
Ooh.
At my next 6 month. He said, it's okay right now, but I see right now it's finally, we might want to remove it. And I went home and I told Sherry, I said, hey, baby, good news. You got another necklace coming. She goes, do not bring that horrible gold crown in this house.
Rick,
I said,
it's gold.
I said, hey, I just got dunked on.
Make it into something.
So I got to make something out of it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
She may have wanted to add it to her wedding ring or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Dr. Dudney takes care of all of our dental needs. Doesn't somebody have one today?
JC does.
JC, yeah. ThomasDudney.com for all the information. So, Bubba, give me a number between 1 and 7.
1 and 7, what about 3?
3, Davin Tyler. Davin gets an American Express gift card worth $50. One thing that Dudney told me to remind everyone when I went in for my checkup last week, he said, please let everybody know this is $50 for them to spend however they want.
Yeah.
We had a call from somebody who said, you know, I don't really live down there. I don't really need any dental care. He goes, it's not $50 worth of dental care.
No.
It's a $50 gift card to use however you want to.
Yeah, it's a Visa card.
So, Davin, today, this is actually an American Express
Yeah,
card.
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But
A card.
you can, so lunch is on Davin today.
Yeah, all right. Why is Davin crying?
Why Davin crying? So anyway, Bubba, did you tell me before we go to phones, did you just tell me that somebody held up a lemonade stand?
Union
with kids?
County, North Carolina. Deputies are searching for a teenager accused of robbing a 9-year-old's lemonade stand at gunpoint in a North Carolina neighborhood. The Union County Sheriff's Office told local TV Sunday that the stick-up happened near a traffic roundabout in Monroe.
You ever tried them roundabouts?
Y'all love them. Deputies say the young drink vendor reported that a male teenager with a camouflage hat and black shirt placed a black handgun to the boy's stomach Saturday, demanding money, and then fled on foot. A spokesperson for the sheriff's office said he got less than $20 in cash. Authorities found a camouflage hat and a black BB handgun and a stolen metal tin in some nearby woods. Deputies believe the suspect left a bicycle in the brush for his getaway and then walked to the lemonade stand.
Boy, that's a lot.
Held up a lemonade stand for less than $20.
Gracious.
What are you going to do next, rob cerebral palsy roadblock?
I mean,
you know what I mean, out there with the buckets.
Right.
That was this weekend. The only reason I said that because I went through it. Do you feel bad because you just gave? And you're out of
you got to come
cash,
back
and you got to come back by. You will go. I just gave,
and that person doesn't believe you.
They don't know.
No,
it's a different crew. They don't believe it.
Well, it's just like the grocery store down the street. Anytime they've got one of their fundraisers going, you come in the first time and you go, yeah, sure, I'll give something, and then you have to come back because you forgot paper towels, and you're like, I asked the woman to down. I promise I gave last time.
I did. I gave it to office.
Right. So anyway, yeah, the buckets and traffic nowadays with all the textures out there, y'all are brave people.
Yeah.
And people now swipe cards. A lot of, you're not going to get the folding money you used to get. They may give you that change in the cup holder, but unless you can swipe a card.
I think that's a little outdated. Not a lot of people carry folding money anymore.
I saw one. He had the card reader like on a.
No way.
He wouldn't even
Bubba.
look.
No. Why, Bubba, wouldn't even look. Why, Bubba?
That's a great idea.
Love it.
To the phones we go.
The cube.
Yep.
Jeff.
Mounted on there.
Jeff in Pike County. Jeff, go ahead.
Bluetooth it to your phone.
Jeff.
Why is Jeff not answering?
Why Jeff crying? Anonymous caller. Go ahead, you're on.
Why Speedy calling? Because he had to pay full price.
He said, why Speedy calling?
Yeah, I think you should have said crying.
I think you meant crying.
It's crying. It's actually called crying. Why is Speedy crying?
Yeah.
Because he had to pay full price.
He can't believe he said calling.
No. Right now he's like, my gosh, I've been sitting there on hold.
He was ready and then
Such a good one.
Wanda in Birmingham. Wanda, go ahead.
Wanda.
Hi, guys. Yes, I just wanted to say thank you because I was going to call and rent a truck this weekend, and I was wondering if it would be okay if I tell them that I heard on Rick and Bubba that they overbook, and I want to make sure that I am the very first person in line for my size truck.
I'd ask. Say, look,
You better get there ahead of that other one.
Say, I know y'all overbooked. Now, I better get the truck I'm renting. I want that. I'm ordering this one for a reason.
If they got 10 trucks, you need to be number 8 getting there.
I learn more from your guys' show than I do anywhere else.
Well, my gosh,
So many say that.
Somebody get a recording of that.
Then ask them why they're crying.
Even if we make it up.
Why a woman crying? Because the truck got overbooked.
Adler's standing there shaking his head.
He's so mad.
Oh, yeah. Adler, let me tell you something. That's going to be a while.
Yeah. Hadn't stuck hold.
Let's go to James in Sandrock. James, go ahead.
Hey, guys, I had a comment concerning what Rick was talking about, never getting a scholarship for his wisecracks.
Yep.
Well, my aunt was one of your teachers, Miss Phyllis Embry.
Oh, yeah.
She said she told you one time you would either be a preacher or a radio talk host, so look at you now.
Well, she called that, didn't she? Yeah. You know, but she was also saying, because sadly I can't see anything else that would work out for me.
No, she speaks pretty highly of you.
Well, she's a great lady. Thank you for that very much. Love y'all's family.
Yep.
Seth, Pike County, going to try again. Seth, go ahead.
Hey, how are y'all?
We're good, Seth.
I've noticed the last couple of days, you've been talking about your gallbladder.
Yes.
And I had an interesting story. My father, he ignored it for about 3 months. And he has actually exploded inside of him.
Thanks, buddy.
Exploding gallbladder?
Never heard it.
Stones flying
See,
everywhere.
this is what I'm talking about.
This is why Greg says
Do
don't
they-
take any
do
calls
they
or emails
explode?
because y'all come up with.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard
I've
one
heard of an
explode.
appendix
Maybe rupturing.
Exploding.
It exploded inside of him. He was in the hospital for about a week getting it pumped out.
That ain't good.
No, I did. Now the word explosion
Why is it crying?
was not used, but
It's a good reason.
he did tell me the doctor and like I say, we're trying to make it next Friday and we may not, but.
Greg may have an explosion,
especially after this call. But the but
he'll get it tomorrow.
He was showing me, and I know I'm oversimplifying this, but I have to get it to our world. Picture,
please don't say sludge again.
Picture a rock, a stone. A stone is rolls out.
Here we go.
Of the gallbladder while it's squeezing, trying to process
And it's
fats.
called Mick Jagger.
And it's trying to put that enzyme in the digestive system. It's got to go. So it gets in that duct, and that's why you get in pain, like I've been sadly this morning.
Right. Sure.
So, but then the reason why it varies in length on how long you're miserable is it may roll back in there on its own, and it starts back working fine. But he said what you don't want is what this guy's talking about. He didn't use explosion, but is that all of a sudden that thing works itself through, and now it's going out into the digestive system. Now it's affecting the pancreas and the bile going into your stomach.
Stone crying.
Now you got problems like
this is why I don't like these calls.
Greg, now you're standing up.
I know it. I feel like I'm having an attack.
Right. So, yeah, it's
you'll never make it to the 17th, buddy.
Probably not. But I'm trying.
Oh, hang in there.
Why Rick crying? Because he got a little gallstone. Thanks for being with us.
Rick and Bubba, Rick. W253CR Marion, now at 98.5 FM, and the legendary
WGGH Marion. Wildfire grows. passenger plane crashes. I'm Christopher Cruz. The 19,000-acre Holy Fire in Riverside, California is threatening about 3,000 homes this morning. Correspondent Nick Watt is on the scene. He says thousands of people in the area have already fled their homes.
More than 21,000 people under mandatory evacuation and other people getting ready to leave. This fire is very, very close to homes right now.
The fire began Monday in the Cleveland National Forest. Firefighters dealing with steep terrain, dry conditions, hot temperatures, and high winds. Police believe a man who stole a small, empty Horizon Air passenger plane at the SeaTac International Airport in Seattle was a ground service agent. They say the 29-year-old man was suicidal. Yesterday, he crashed the turboprop plane into a small island and died. John Waldron watched the incident unfold.
If I had to guess, I'd say maybe he was no less than 100 feet above the water, but I was probably, I don't know, that was probably a mile away from where I was at. And I thought, God, he better pull up or he's going to crash. So I was prepared to honestly run and take cover because I didn't know what was going on, if he had lack of flying skills or if he was just showing off. But I got a little worried for a second.
The White House is on the attack against a book coming out next week by a former White House staffer. Correspondent Carrie Shoemaker.
The book, called Unhinged, an insider's account of the Trump White House by Omarosa Manigault Newman, claims President Trump often used the N-word during their apprentice days, the show that launched her to stardom. Omarosa spent 1 year as a White House aide after Trump was elected. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders says the book is riddled with lies and false accusations.
Police in Washington, D.C. preparing for a gathering of hundreds of white nationalists near the White House tomorrow. About 2,000 counter-protesters are expected to show up. I'm Christopher Cruz.
You're never going to get as much sleep as you want. That's why you need to make every hour of sleep you do get really count. Hi, I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch. Our sheets are handcrafted from pure, fair trade, 100% organic cotton. Hundreds of thousands of Americans, including 3 U.S. presidents, sleep better than ever on Boll & Branch sheets. If you order today, we'll give you $50 off your first set of sheets with promo code SLEEP, spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. Promo code SLEEP.
Have you tried that trendy new dating app? You can have months of frivolous fun with people who just love to play games. But if you're ready for something more grown-up, try the Match app. Over 30,000 new people a day are heading to Match for grown-up conversations that lead to great dates and beyond. Our listeners that go to Match.com can start for free today. View photos and informative profiles to get a deeper sense of the people you'd like to meet. Start for free today at Match.com. That's Match.com.
The National Park Service has canceled a contract proposal to operate commercial rafting trips in the Grand Canyon.
The Park Service announced earlier this year that it was soliciting bids for up to 16 commercial contracts to operate whitewater trips on the Colorado River, but the proposal raised the minimum franchise fee from between 4 and 18% to between 5 and 22.5%. Members of Arizona's congressional delegation, along with current contract holders, objected to the higher fee and wanted justification. The Park Service responded by canceling the proposal. They say they'll reissue it next year after analyzing feedback. I'm TJ Coutini.
A technical problem delayed NASA's planned launch of a probe of the sun this morning. The countdown was stopped with 1 minute 55 seconds remaining, keeping the Delta IV rocket at Cape Canaveral, Florida, with a Parker solar probe sitting atop. The rocket maker United Launch Alliance says it will try again tomorrow if the helium pressure issue can be resolved. I'm Christopher Cruz.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
Southern Illinois' homegrown music. Want to get your local and original music heard on Monster Radio? Just go to WGGH.net for more info. We're non-corporate radio. The freedom to play local music and serve the community. Monster Radio, WGGH at 98.5 FM and 1150 AM and at WGGH.net. WGGH supports local artists.
Hey, this is Ron Gidcombe. You're listening to my tune, The Ballad of Cave and Rock, on WGGH Radio.
Kidnappers, robbers, counterfeiters, thieves. Deadly are the men, weary traveler. Moons ago, where the bloody waters flow, men that God will never know were working. A dirty secret kept down low behind the fire's welcome glow. The pirates of the Ohio sat working. Hole in the world, a cave in a rock, where unsuspecting boats would dock, lured in deep by the talk of certain pleasure. And the Ford gang ran the underground, from the cave in the rock to old Shawnee Town. Anytime a dirty deal was going down, they were there. Nothing more than cutthroat pirates, prone to a life of death and violence. Villains traveling in silence to nowhere. And as the spider to the fly, that river looks so rough and high, but in here it's safe and it's warm and dry. Come on in, y'all, and rest your bones. Tonight's no night to be alone. Oh, the fire's so warm when the whiskey's right there on the table. And they slit your throat while you're lying there asleep. Whatever they find, that's what they keep, and they sink your body down so deep in that bloody river. And the Ford gang ran the underground, from the cave in the rock to old Shawnee Town. Anytime the dirty deal was going down, they were there. Nothing more than cutthroat pirates, prone to a life of death and violence. Villains traveling in silence to nowhere. Oh, to nowhere. are the men where each traveler believes.
WGGH supports local artists.
Kerry Miller with Perfect Storm.
You're looking good in them cowgirl boots, twisting around with your hip-hop moves. Girl, you're smooth like Tennessee whiskey, sweeter than strawberry wine. Yeah. When I'm with you, I just can't think. You got me tongue-tied and I just can't speak. 'Cause it's a dream that you're here with me. You got my heart pumping to the sound of the beach, yeah. You're the sound of the rain, a big bass drum. When I touch your hand, my heart goes numb. You're like a high off of a drug when I feel low. You're the thunder cracking, lightning crashing. Girl, you're my perfect storm. You're my perfect storm. So what's it gonna be? Girl, let me know. We can just stay here or we can just get gone and be free. Like a woman blows, we can dip down, turn around and do-si-do. You're the sound of the rain, a big bass drum. When I touch your hand, my heart goes numb. You're like a high off of a drug when I'm feeling low. You're the thunder cracking, lightning crashing. Girl, you're my perfect storm. You're my perfect storm. We need to find some shelter so we can hide away. Stay all night together and hope this storm never goes away. You're the sound of the rain, a big bass drum. When I touch your hand, my heart goes numb. You're like a high off of a drug when I'm feeling low. You're the thunder cracking, lightning crashing. Girl, you're my perfect storm. You're my perfect storm. Yeah, you're my perfect storm.
Local music.
What's up? We're Hangman Over Boardwalk from Ava, Illinois, and you're checking out our tune, Do It All Again, on Monster Radio WGGH.
I've got the taste of concrete stuck between my teeth, and my lips are sealed forever around secrets you gave to me. Your kiss is sweet, flavor and a freeze, killing me slowly, the poison settling in. She don't taste as sweet as the memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. She don't taste as sweet as the memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. Heartbreak, careless mistakes. We could do it all again. We could do it all again now. I've seen the lights from our eyes bleed into our hands, clutched around our hearts, gently squeeze with intent to beat again. If you can feel this, slowly breathe in, fill your lungs with the toxins that will gift you life again. She don't taste as sweet as memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. She don't taste as sweet as the memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. Heartbreak, careless mistakes. We could do it all again. Do it all again now. If you can't breathe, look at me. I'm suffocating. If you can't breathe, look at me. I'm suffocating. I can't save myself. I pray you tell me everything you want to hear from me. She don't taste as sweet as memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. She don't taste as sweet as memories she left with me. The nightmares we both know we've shared are better than the reality of. Heartbreak, careless mistakes. We can do it all again. We can do it all again now.
WGGH supports local artists.
From El Dorado, Jake Golden with Lowdown.
Worrying, watching, hoping, fighting. It's all this world's cracked to be. Turn your books to page 509. Another cold barrel starts to sing. It doesn't feel like this is over. It's only just began. Had so much fun being sober and getting tattoos on my head. Doesn't feel like this is over. It's only just began. Had so much fun being sober and getting tattoos on my head. My best friend's blood has stained my clothes. Oh no, 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 no. And it seems that the damage is done. A number 2 pencil for a gun. Oh no, 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 no. Doesn't feel like this is over. It's only just began. Had so much fun being sober and getting tattoos on my hands. Doesn't feel like this is over.
Listen throughout the day for Southern Illinois local music.
This is Chuck Williamson.
One love.
Hey, this is Josh, the Cadillac Jones Band.
This is my kind of Friday night. Turn up the radio.
We're top and bottom.
It's all about us.
Hey, y'all, this is Eli Teller.
Of that country girl touch.
Want to get your local and original music heard on Monster Radio? Just go to WGGH.net for more info.
How would you like to save money on your utility bills every month? All you need to do is make a simple free phone call and you can start saving up to 25% or more on your energy bills. Energy deregulation is now available where you live, and competition means lower prices to you. By making one simple phone call, we can show you how to lower your electric or gas bills instantly. Call the Energy Hotline today and learn how easy it is to switch your utility bills and save money. Plus, you can also get your gas or electric bills for free by referring some friends. To learn how you can save money on your gas or electric bills, or even get them for free, please call right now for a completely free energy savings consultation. 800-428-9741. 800-428-9741. 800-428-9741. That's 800-428-9741.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Dean of Monster Radio WGGH. I'm asking for your help. The Johnston City Council has agreed to name a new park, the Mike Dean Memorial Park, if my family can raise $15,000 towards the cost. Many of you knew Mike as a friend, colleague, sports announcer, teacher, or someone that he has helped. Checks should be made payable to the Mike Dean Park Fund and mailed to the Johnston City Treasurer's Office, care of Johnston City City Hall. All donations are tax deductible, and thank you from the entire Dean family.
Hi, it's me, Chris Hahn. Join me Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. SI Car News. We'll talk about car shows. We'll have interviews with, anybody. I don't care who it is. And check out SI Car News radio show on Facebook for news, events, and a lot of other stuff. Join me for SI Car News Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. on Monster Radio 98.5 FM and AM 1150 and SICarnews.com.
AM 1150, WGGH.
WGGH supports local artists.
Hey, y'all, this is Eli Teller, and you're listening to my song Country Girl Touch right here on Monster Radio, WGGH.
Well, I just sat down with an ice cold beer at the end of a long, hard day. I was covered in dirt in my old t-shirt when I saw her walk my way. I said, excuse me, ma'am, I'm not much of a sight, but you're free to have a seat. Then she pulled up a chair. It was quite a surprise when she started talking to me. Well, we talked for hours and the night went on. She asked me, what do I do? I said, I work out on a great big farm, girl, tell me, how about you? Then a couple turned into a couple more. Yeah, we had a few. I paid for the drinks, headed toward the door, and the next thing that I knew, she was holding the keys in the driver's seat of my brand new pickup truck. Said, I'm gonna take you home with me. I'm gonna clean you up. Gonna get you out of them dirty clothes, out of them muddy boots. I'm gonna lay you down on a big old couch. Next move is up to you. And boy, take me like them horses. I'm ready for a wild rush. You know a country boy ain't much without a Country Girl Touch.
Hey, what's up? I'm Kenny.
I'm Casey. I'm Ethan. We're from Away From Reason out of Stouffville, Illinois.
This is Phantom on Boardwalk off of our album Beneath My Skin on
WGGH Monster Radio.
Say what you will, keep a set of silence to yourself. Quiet violence meant to kill, has hypnotized me to reveal. Blue shards of your broken heart, you got me till I nail to. It's not easy to forget what you did, what you did. She's a phantom of my heart, demon in the soul, tearing me apart, limp, bone for bone. She's a ghost that haunts my dreams. Why won't you leave me alone? Phantom of my heart, come down from your throne. It's like I'm left for dead. It's like I'm 6 feet underground. My angel flying high, he crashes to the ground. Ghost that haunts my dreams, get out of my mind. It's not easy to forget what you did this time. She's a phantom of my heart, demon in the soul, tearing me apart, limp, bone for bone. She's a ghost that haunts my dreams. Why won't you leave me alone? Phantom of my heart, come down from your throne. Why'd you do this to me again? You did this to me again and again. Why'd you do this to me again? You did this to me again and again. Phantom of my heart, demon in the soul, tearing me apart, limp, bone for bone. She's a ghost that haunts my dreams. Why won't you leave me alone? Phantom of my heart, come down from your throne. Just go down from your throne.
WGGH, Marion.
WGGH supports local artists.
Hey guys, this is Joe Miller, and this is my song Judgment Day on Monster Radio WGGH.
Do we ever take the time to make amends? And at the end of the day, do we look at who we've been? Do we really know which road to take? Have we ever tested our faith? Do we put it on the line? The answer shines in the light of His glory and grace. So let us fight the good fight until His coming day. the time to make a friend. And at the end of the day, have we let anybody in? Do we really know which road to take? Have we ever tested our faith? Do we put it on the line? The answer shines in the light of His glory and grace. So let us fight the good fight until His coming day.
WGGH supports local artists.
From Mount Vernon, New Age Sinners with Runaway.
Oh, the answer hides beneath your lies. Maybe the truth comes out when you open your eyes. Sometimes it's easier just to run away, 'cause there's so much pain if you stay. Tried to hide the past, but it finds its way back home. Sometimes the days are easier, but it still takes its toll. So you tried to hide the pain and throw away the key, but the bleeding never stops, an ongoing memory. Gonna run away, gonna find my way to get me back to the way things used to be. Gonna break it down, gonna leave this town, gonna find my way to that yesterday. And the pain continues, 'cause it never leaves. I sit here and wonder, will it bury me? Time can't fly by, it's here to stay. Try hard to hide the pain, but it never goes away. Gonna run away, gonna find my way to get me back to the way things used to
Listen throughout the day for Southern Illinois local music.
This is Chuck Williamson.
One love.
Hey, this is Josh, the Cadillac Jones Band.
This is my kind of Friday night. Turn up the radio.
We're top and bottom.
It's all about us.
Hey y'all, this is Eli Teller.
Of that country girl touch.
Want to get your local and original music heard on Monster Radio? Just go to WGGH.net for more info.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited.
They do not give up until you pay. They put a lien on my house. How about you? Do you owe back taxes? Call Tax Solutions now and get some help. For a limited time, the IRS offers a tax forgiveness program called the Fresh Start Initiative. Our team can make it easier for you to pay back taxes, avoid tax liens, and get a fresh start. Sometimes you just need a second chance.
I call Tax Solutions now, and they got the IRS off my back.
At Tax Solutions Now, our affiliates are all accredited by the Better Business Bureau and members of the National Association of Tax Professionals.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now. Call 800-551-9618. 800-551-9618. 800-551-9618. 800-551-9618.
Hi, it's Jason Benetti for ready.illinois.gov with a message about emergency planning for the thousands of Illinois citizens with functional needs. Every one of us needs a disaster plan for ourselves, our families, even our pets, but the plan in the emergency disaster kit may look a lot different for those with functional needs. At ready.illinois.gov, you'll find tips for designing an emergency disaster plan and building an actual emergency disaster kit. Whether you or someone you know is affected by cognitive, mobility, or visual disabilities, has mental health or substance abuse issues, is deaf and or has substantial hearing loss, ready.illinois.gov has the answers. There's even guidance for those who rely on life support systems and for persons who use service animals. And yes, ready.illinois.gov has great tips for seniors too. Even tips for pet owners. If you or someone you know has functional needs, or for that matter, you have yet to make your own disaster planner kit, visit ready.illinois.gov. That's ready.illinois.gov.
Sponsored by the Illinois Emergency Management Agency.
Welcome. Monster Radio is online at WGGH.net with live streaming. Also available on most mobile devices. Check for contests, videos of local events, archived programs, and local sports. You can also pass along your nonprofit community event information too, and we'll post it and get it on the air for free. And a link to join us on Facebook.
WGGH.net.
Get connected with the local station.
You are connected.
Monster Radio AM 1150.
1150 WGGH.
WGGH supports local artists.
I'm Veronica. I'm Doug. And we're Top and Bottom. And you're listening to our song Love Together on WGGH Monster Radio.
supporting Southern Illinois local music.
Hey everybody, this is Adam Webb, singer from the Holler Boys out of Jonesboro, Illinois, and we just want to say thanks to Monster Radio, WGGH, for playing our songs. You guys rock.
He's planting in the spring and planting in rows, just like his kids. He's watching it grow. It's been a long day, dusk till dawn. The cell phone rings. Daddy, when you coming home? When you coming home? He's 7 feet tall, picking in the fall. 35 years, the kid's barely cold. He's trying to beat the cold. He's getting too old. He can't stop now. Got 3 fields to go. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. He's been working real hard, hauling them loads. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. He's been working real hard for that field to go. Kids are all home, a smile on his face. Little did they know it was his last day. The daddy's gone home to his field of gold. He's planted his seeds, he's been harvested home. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. He's been working real hard, hauling them loads. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. He's been working real hard for that field to go. Planting in the spring, he's planting in rows, just like his daddy taught him when he was 8 years old. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. Been working real hard, hauling them loads. He's been planting them fields, watching them grow. I've been working real hard for that field to go.
WGGH supports local artists.
From Marion, Brad Burris with Open Up My Heart.
Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine shining through. Time has a purpose has a plan. We need to stay in the Master's plan. Live a life the fullest in the Master's plans. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. You're to a darkened generation, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Gonna sing of your praises forevermore. Gonna sing of your glory in one accord. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Yeah, open up my heart, let your light shine through. To a darkened generation, let your light shine through. Open up my heart, let your light shine through. Let your light shine through. Oh, let your light shine
Good Saturday morning to you. Brian Cheney in our studios. Just a few minutes left in this week's edition of Southern Illinois Local Music. We hope you're enjoying all the local artists that we bring you each Saturday morning. Coming up over the next 3 hours, we have great local talk programming for all of Southern Illinois. Coming up at the top of the hour, we will have a check of the hour's top stories, and then at 8:06, it'll be Dateline Marion, the radio program. At 8:30, David Lawler's Hometown Heroes. 9:05 a.m., SI Car News with Chris Hahn. He will have a pair of tickets to Six Flags to give away on this morning's broadcast. At 10 o'clock, Dare to Care with Dr. Elaine Jerkowski, and wrapping up our local programming lineup at 10:30, the 25th hour radio show with Rob Fairless. That's still to come over the next 3 hours on Monster Radio. Stay with us for more local music right after these words.
Hi, I'm Joan London. When I needed to find senior care for my mom, I really struggled to find the right fit until I found an advisor, someone who had been through this before. That's why I recommend A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. They have experts who will help you ask the right questions and find the right place. Call A Place for Mom today.
To speak with a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-908-0265. That's 1-800-908-0265.
A Place for Mom has helped over 200,000 families find the right senior care for their parents, from assisted living to independent living, even Alzheimer's care, and have local advisors that can help explain your options at no cost to you.
To speak with a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-908-0265. That's 1-800-908-0265.
Call today.
Galaxy far, far away.
Actually, Mary.
A threat to all mankind.
Well, maybe not all mankind.
A computer was about to explode.
So maybe not explode, but there was a computer on the fritz. Same difference.
Fortunately, the Sci-Fi guy was close by. He heard her being dialed. In the blink of an eye, the Sci-Fi guy was there fixing the computer.
Okay.
For Southern Illinois Wireless Internet is
a superhero in real life, but they might as well be. So the next time computers on the fritz, call the nerds first. Call the people who are reliable, fast, dependable, trustworthy, smart, and locally owned at the first sign of trouble. For Southern Illinois Wireless Internet, don't cry. Call the SciWi guy at 997-7494. That's 997-SciWi. 997-SIWI.
Okay.
AM 1150 WGGH.
From Murfreesboro, Murphy 500 with gasoline.
Monster Radio.
WGGH.
Some back roads tonight, baby, 'cause you know it drive me crazy, and I sure ain't in a rush to get you home. We'll drink this whiskey from the bottle and forget about tomorrow. We can fall in love underneath this July moon, 'cause I just don't want you to be asking what might have happened if you hadn't gone home so soon. Oh, and baby, let me show you what it's like to hold you, and I know that you want me to. Let's get a little drunk, get a little wild, throw gasoline on this fire. Getting close, let me hold you tonight. Take the long way down the back road, maybe get lost, never go home. If you want, we can get out of town. Still got whiskey and I'm tipsy. Baby, you can't go home right now. Well, let's park on the edge of town. There ain't no one else around. Roll these windows up and polish off this fit. Whoa, and baby, if you want to, we can have a little fun too. Take this four-wheel drive and raise a little cane. 'Cause I just don't want you to be asking what might have happened if you hadn't gone home so soon. Oh, and baby, let me show you what it's like to hold you, and I know that you want me to. Let's get a little drunk, get a little wild, throw gasoline on this fire. Moving close, let me hold you tonight. Take the long way down the back road, maybe get lost, never go home. If you want, we can get out of town. Still got whiskey and I'm tipsy. Baby, you can't go home right now. 'Cause I just don't want you to be asking what might have happened if you hadn't gone home so soon. Let's get a little drunk, get a little wild, throw gasoline on this fire. Moving close, let me hold you tonight.
As they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, BABBEL.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
Southern Illinois weather.
Chance for isolated showers today, otherwise mainly sunny skies and calm. High temperatures reach up to 88, northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies and quiet again. Tonight, lows dip down to about 66. Lots of sunshine. Tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 87. From the Weather Eye Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on Monster Radio AM 1150. Currently, it's 72.
The views and opinions of the hosts are not necessarily those of the ownership or management of this station. More information on program schedules are available at WGGH.net.
This is Dateline Marion, the radio program, a public affairs presentation of Monster Radio WGGH and DatelineMarion.com. Now, Tim Petrovich.
Good morning and welcome to Dateline Marion, the radio program, another edition here on this Saturday morning. And our guest this morning is Brandy Meyer. Brandy is the Director of Occupational Health and Express Care for Heartland Regional Medical Group. And we're going to be talking a little bit about Express Care and talking about kind of a little bit over the next 2 weeks, because we're going to have Brandy 2 weeks in a row, about the way medical care has changed over the course of the years, because it is a lot different now than it's been in the past. But first of all, Brandy, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about you and tell everyone who is Brandy Meyer and where'd you come from, and a little bit about you personally.
Sure, absolutely. My name is Brandy Meyer, and I'm the current Director of Express Care and Occupational Health for Heartland Regional Medical Group. I have been with Heartland a little over a year now, and it's been a great year. We've undertaken some big projects, and nice to see them come to fruition. My background is I'm actually a licensed athletic trainer, and I grew up in a small town in north central Illinois. But I'm also have local ties. I'm an SIU graduate. Okay. I was on the women's track team from 1989 to 1992, and actually moved out of the area for quite a while and moved back in 2009. And I have a daughter that's also an SIU graduate now, and my younger daughter is at SIU starting her junior year, and she as well is on the women's track team at SIU.
Okay, so track runs in the family then.
Definitely, huh? Literally, yes.
So with a background as an athletic trainer, that kind of gets into a little bit about what we want to talk about. Is there's a lot of things that you can probably bring to the table with that background for people who with the move now towards more exercise and fitness and things like that. That's probably a lot more of the people that are seen now in the medical care field.
Yeah, and absolutely. And my background early on, was working with athletes and sports medicine. And then as my career evolved, it got into working more with what we call industrial athletes, with working area companies and their employees, who we refer to as the industrial athlete. As you know, a lot of the jobs, especially in this area, are pretty physically demanding. And so I got into more of the industrial occupational side of it, and viewing those employees as athletes as well. And we take a very similar mindset. Our job when we go on site to a company is to try to look at ways to prevent injuries, much like we would for athletes in sports participation. Or if an industrial athlete is injured, how can we get them back as quickly as possible so they're a benefit to their employer?
So I'm going to use that as a tease, because that's one of the things we'll get into either later in this program or next week. But I want to go ahead and get right into the Express Care and the new facility that was opened up on the Hill in Marion, because it seems like one of the biggest things I've seen in medicine and medical care is that people need to be seen, and it used to be that doctors weren't available. You could only go from 8 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. But now here's a facility, and you see more of these now, where there's care provided for a large portion of the day, so it's a lot more convenient for people.
Oh, absolutely. When our CEO, Melissa Atkins, approached me about starting a hybrid clinic, she told me about some experiences she had working in Tennessee, and I knew her vision was exactly what this community needed. And we are truly the region's only hybrid clinic. There is no other entity around that combines a clinic that includes family practice, a walk-in express care clinic, and an occupational health clinic to serve the employer's needs. And we were happy to be open, before anyone else came up with the concept. So we're very excited about that.
So if I come out to the Express Care facility, what services in particular are available to me coming in for the first time?
Right. So if somebody comes in on the Express Care side, that means either they weren't able to get into their doctor that day, or perhaps they don't have a primary care physician, and maybe they're not feeling well, hurt their back, etc. We can certainly take care of them that day. What's nice having the combined family practice portion of it is, if the doctor is full that day and it's something that needs to be seen, we can get them in and treat them and see them on the Express Care side and communicate with their family doctor and let them know what's going on, and then make sure they have a follow-up visit with their family care doctor.
So if there's someone who maybe doesn't have a doctor and they go for the Express Care, that's something that can develop into a more full-time relationship with a medical professional.
Absolutely. We try to discuss with the patient, ask them if they have a primary care physician, and if not, then we offer assistance in getting them set up with one of our awesome doctors for follow-up for their conditions.
So when a person comes in, one of the big concerns people have is, how am I going to afford to pay for this? And, all the different rules with medical insurance and the Affordable Care Act and everything like that. I'm sure that at this facility or other parts of the Heartline Medical Group, there are professionals that can work with people on how to set up their health care, how to set up their payments and things like that.
Oh, absolutely. When they come in, we'll verify their insurance to see what coverage they have or if there's co-pays needed. We don't certainly want to turn anybody away. We want to help as many people as possible. And if somebody doesn't have an insurance plan that covers or have insurance, we have great self-pay rates so that it's pretty affordable for most individuals.
So talk about the hours of operation, because we mentioned the fact that it's not like a regular doctor's office a lot, because sometimes people get hurt or get sick not during the regular business
yes.
day.
We our Express Care opens at 8:30 a.m. and we're open till 9 p.m. 7 days a week. And you're right, it's hard to predict when you're going to be sick, and a lot of people might wait throughout the day and unsure if they should go in or not. And being open till 9 o'clock at night gives them a chance to access us at numerous hours, and especially for parents getting off work when they know they can bring their sick child in or come in themselves.
So that's got to be that there's a certain amount of health care that's psychological. A lot of people sometimes worry about when they can get in. That's got to take a load off of someone's mind, too.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And we want to streamline that process when they're in there. One of the things we have done is we have included a state-of-the-art digital x-ray in our facility, as well as a lab. So if they do come in, they can get everything done in one location and not have to worry about if they maybe have a broken ankle, hobbling on that to the emergency room or the hospital to get an x-ray. We can take care of that right then and there.
So that kind of leads into the next question is, what is Express Care capable of when a person comes in?
We can handle just about everything except what would be, considered a true life-altering medical emergency. And we do have some people that aren't quite sure that show up, and we do a very thorough, quick screen. And if our provider determines that, this is something appearing like maybe potential heart attack, stroke, something along that nature, we jump into action and get them transferred to the emergency room as quickly as possible.
So have you seen anything like that? I know you can't get specific, but have you seen anything where people have come in with something that needs to go to the hospital?
We have, definitely. And we're glad they come to us, because some of them chose, they would wait at home and not sure. And I think they just need that reassurance coming in going, yes, this definitely has criteria for medical emergency, and let's get you the care you need. So we can call an ambulance, and what happens is our provider can make direct contact with the emergency room physician so they know what's coming in ahead of time. That way that person doesn't just show up blindly and have to go through the process again. We can kind of streamline that process.
And one of the things I've seen firsthand, from seeing people is, a lot of times you're in that boat of, I can't go to the doctor, but I really don't want to go to the emergency room because I don't think it's that serious. And a lot of times it's not that serious, and now here's another option for those types of patients as well.
Yes, and that's exactly the type of patients we serve the most of. They're not feeling good. They maybe think they might have strep throat or flu, but their doctor is full. They know they need some type of medical attention and medication, but it's certainly not the criteria that would fit to go to a true emergency room for that visit. So that definitely is the population that we want to serve, that those that need medical care, it's not a life endangering situation, they can't get into their doctor, that's what we're there for.
I want to ask about the location because it's located now in what's quickly become one of the busiest parts of Marion. Do you feel like that's an advantage to have it there?
Oh, most definitely. We are definitely in the heart and growth of Marion. And our location on the hill, which is right across from Logan's Roadhouse Krispy Kreme Donuts, is ideal. It is so easy. Wait a couple minutes at the stoplight on 13, turn in, and you're right there.
And I have to make the joke because, you know, you get a big juicy steak and eat too many donuts and you don't feel well. I guess you can go right across the street and be checked out too.
There might have been some strategic planning that went into that location. No, it's just we knew that we wanted to be in the heart and growth of Marion. We wanted to be visible to everyone so they could find us, and we wanted to be accessible right off of 13.
And something somebody's going to want to know. You talked about being affordable. Can you give an idea for the person who maybe doesn't have a very good insurance, or maybe they're working in between getting coverage or things like that? You know, what would the average, if you can, what would the average visit be?
It's hard to say. It just depends on what's wrong with them, but they can always call and check, and it's always going to depend on what the provider needs. It's different for the person that just comes in and, you know, maybe has a little bit of a sinus issue going on, to the person that comes in and has, you know, cut their finger on a knife at home and they need some extra, you know, attention, such as some sutures put in. So depending on what the issue is, it's hard to say, but most people have not, you know, had any complaints, and we've been able to accommodate just about everyone.
We're talking with Brandy Meyer. Brandy's a Director of Occupational Health and Express Care for Heartland Regional Medical Group. You're listening to Dateline Marion, the radio program. We've got Brandy for this week and next week talking about some of the way medical care is changing and how Heartland Regional Medical Group is addressing that. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more with Brandy Meyer right after this.
Picture this. You're sitting at your computer reading the day's news. You click on the next interesting headline only to get...
You have reached this month's limit of free stories. Please enter your credit card number to continue.
Well, not with Dateline Marion. Dateline Marion is a community news website that covers Marion and Williamson County, and there is no limit to the number of stories you can read. That's no limit this week, this month, or this year. Check us out at DatelineMarion.com for local news when you want it, as often as you want it. Oh, and by the way, it's free.
I used to be a statistic. I was one of the 102,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted.
Maria!
Yes, Dad?
Do you remember to bring down the laundry?
Yes, Dad.
Thanks, I love you.
I love you too. He's not perfect. In fact, sometimes he gets on my nerves. But he's Dad, and I kind of like that.
Each year, more than 20,000 children age out of foster care without being adopted.
My name is Maria, and I was adopted. That means they picked me. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
To find your Maria, learn how you can make a difference by contacting your local child welfare agency or go to adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to Dateline Marion, the radio program, and our guest is Brandy Meyer. Brandy is the Director of Occupational Health and Express Care for Heartland Regional Medical Group. We've been talking about the new Express Care Clinic on the Hill in Marion, and I did want to talk to you because you mentioned during the break that it would be important to point out that the labs actually open at 7:30 instead of the normal 8:30 for office hours, and talk about the importance of that for people.
Yeah, so we have a phlebotomist on site, and our building opens at 7:30 a.m. because, as you know, most of the labs that a physician might order require some type of fasting and not eating from the night before. So we wanted to open a little bit earlier to accommodate those people so they could get in and get out and get some breakfast.
Right.
And we are a collection site, so we can run labs, you know, from any doctor in the area, but it's especially convenient, again, for our own providers and an Express Care to have those labs, you know, drawn right then and there and get the results back fairly quickly so we can, you know, accurately and diagnose and treat what's going on with the patient.
I know in particular I'm kind of grouchy when I don't get my breakfast soon enough, so that is a big deal, and that's one of the things that you talk a lot about. People are working on preventative medicine now and doing things to prevent illness and catastrophic medical situations, and a lot of those tests require fasting, so it's another convenience for people who are trying to not only get healthy again, but perhaps stay healthy and not get into a situation where they need extensive medical care.
Right, yeah. And like I said, our lab opens Monday through Friday, 7:30, but we also have staff there in the evening and on the weekends. The clinic opens at 8:30 in the weekends, but we have staff trained there that can draw some labs on the weekend. As you know, sometimes it's just impossible to get away from work to get that done, and so we wanted to be able to offer that as well through our extended hours and days.
So the clinic opened in May, and first of all, from the time that you said your CEO brought the idea back, from the time the idea was presented to the time it opened, how long was that?
Approximately 10 months. She has had the vision quite longer. She came back to Marion in February of 2017, and then I came on board at the end of July last summer in 2017. And we hit the ground running, and it took us just about 10 months to get fully opened with all 3 of those services in there in a brand new build out.
Well, and you're in a reasonably new building, so
yes,
probably things you were able to kind of prepare things and make them exactly the way you wanted them too.
Yep, customize, the lead for our x-ray room and where we wanted to put it in the building, and, set up our lab, and, how would we handle the flow of family practice down, one side and our express care and Knock Health on the other.
So what's been the response since the opening in May?
Oh, it's been overwhelming. Yes, I had set some kind of goals that I wanted to see, and we have far surpassed what I thought we would be doing at this point in time, and which is just a testament to, one, I think our CEO, she has brought a vision back to Marion and has changed the image and culture of Heartland Regional Medical Center in general, and we're getting out there in the community and letting employers know and the community know what things we're doing that are great there, and I think that's driving a lot of it, is when we talk to people in the community, we now hear story after story about how Heartland has changed in the last couple of years, and how we have saved them or a family member, or just the services that came in for were quick and efficient, and they didn't have to wait a long time, or they felt that they were treated friendly and professionally, and got the results they were looking for. So I think the hard work we put into it, and the location, and the amazing providers that we have in there. We have a great group of providers in the building, as well as access to one of our other family practice locations, and they both have a huge following.
I'm sure that there's a lot of diversity in the programs that are available there, and one of the things that we've kind of touched on briefly is prevention of illness, and fitness and health is a big thing. And so is the service available at the clinic where, say, and let's talk about Tim for just a minute. Tim stepped on the scale this morning and weighed 315 pounds, okay, which is way more than Tim should weigh. and I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm unhealthy by any stretch of the imagination, but I could be a lot more healthy. So can I go out there and sit down and get guided to someone who can maybe help me work on a program where I can become more physically fit, lose some weight, do some things to get myself in better shape?
What we would do is refer you, if you didn't have a primary care physician, we would want to get you set up with one, because in a situation like that, you're right, you might be healthy now, but because of whatever lifestyles and excessive weight, somebody eventually is going to end up with some chronic conditions, and we would want to get that person established with their primary care doctor to follow that. The primary care doctors do a great job of preventative services in medicine and wellness, and we would help set that appointment up for you to get them into there, because that's something that's going to need managed more than just on an occasional visit, or coming into,
right,
might be a different provider on a certain day. So we definitely encourage those chronic conditions that need that medical management to get in with their family doctor, but our family providers do a wonderful job of managing that.
So there would be, if you didn't have a primary care physician, there would be one there, or within your network, that would be a good launching point to go in, see someone, and get them pointing you in the right direction.
Yes, and especially if somebody comes into us with a minor issue, then we have access to kind of get them in sooner, or we know which doctors' schedules, what they can accommodate, what they're looking for, and we can get them with that follow-up visit, probably a little sooner than if they were to try to seek out a primary care physician on their own. They've already been in our system, and having our express care providers have that communication with the doctor, they can give them a lot more background than what the person might be able to call and get set up themselves.
Do you see this as a growing wave of a type of care, medical care? We've talked about how convenient it is, but our lifestyle now is everything's in a hurry.
Yes.
It's like an instant lifestyle. So do you see this as kind of a growing wave for healthcare, and do you see Heartland reaching out to maybe other communities for similar type facilities?
Well, I definitely think this is the trend in healthcare. There are so many regulations and requirements on our PCPs now, not just ours, but in general, to do different types of visits with their patients, annual visits and physicals, and especially with chronic pain and chronic condition management, that takes up so much of the doctor's time that they don't always have an opening in that morning for the person with a maybe a questionable rash or skin condition, or you sprained your ankle the night before or just not feeling good. And the doctors nowadays just don't have that access and ability in their schedule to fit that in. And that's why this is a perfect model, because we can handle those urgent situations and then help get them back into somebody for a timely follow-up if that needs to happen. We've had some of our sister facilities kind of discuss with us how we opened it and what we did. I mean, we're always open to, offering our services as much as we can. We worked hard to do this. We have a great, incredibly talented, smart team, and we're proud of it. We like to show off what we did and what we were able to accomplish.
What would you say is the footprint for Heartland? Because if I'm not mistaken, you have a sister facility in Redbud.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there used to be one in Anna, and I'm not sure if
there
that's
still is.
part of,
Yes.
So are those the ones you're talking about that working with them to possibly create a similar situation?
Yeah, I haven't really discussed in detail